Here we go. Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Gamecast, episode 530. I'm one of the hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy.
What's up?
Corey Feinside.
Ahoy.
And Tony Korkanakis.
Hello.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners and viewers, to 530 of the Gamecast. As I said on the MovieCast, please, sorry about my video quality, sorry about my audio quality. Moved into a new house, still setting things up. You know, that's next week, better stuff. That's out of the way. Guys, just before we started rolling, I got to say, like, we talked about GameStop, and let's go right into it real quick before we get into what we've been up to. Let's just go with this. That is nuts what's happening with GameStop stock right now. Like, it is, I've never seen something more hilarious. It's killing this company. There's I saw somebody had to get a bailout because it was $2.85 billion they lost on GameStop because they were like shorting it.
Yeah,
and they fucked up a $2.85 billion.
Well, it just didn't go. It never went down. I mean, it's just keep going up. It's just like.
So, can you explain what actually happened here?
Memes, basically.
Yeah, it's inflating. It's inflating the price of the stock. Like, basically, people are poking fun at GameStop basically by buying it. Like, that's really what's happening. It's company value wise. It's
up $71 today.
Yeah. You can't run a company that way with that much money. It should have actually been. How do you keep trading something like that? Should it be flagged when it jumps that much?
Well, they did.
They halted it twice.
Yeah.
Yes,
so they're like, when Trump was elected president 4 years ago, whatever. There's a company, Dry Ship or something like that. It's a shipping company. Their stock went up 2,000% or something like that. Like, within 10 days, if you had invested $1,000 in this company, within 10 days you would have been in the $100,000 range with that $1,000. That's how fast it was shooting up, and they had to halt that. I think that was like the most craziest stock thing I've ever seen until this GameStop stuff. Because this GameStop stuff does the same thing. It doesn't make sense. Like, there's no reason for the inflation. It's what's changed from a month ago until now.
Nothing has changed.
The president's changed.
That's it. Yeah.
It's almost like there's just a bunch of bots just fucking shit up on the stock, which is unbelievable. You can't do that with stocks.
No,
but that's what it looks like.
Not even a month. A week ago is $39. 1 week ago.
Yeah, it's 147.
Even the $39 was inflated
209.
because they announced something that was unrelated to actual GameStop stores. It was just like some technology thing. And I remember reading
it's like, hey, guess what? Reggie's now part of our company.
Yeah.
That happened a while ago.
Yeah. But I'm just so mad because I remember last year even going, I should just buy some GameStop because it was like $3 or something stupid. I was like, I think
you said on the podcast, actually. I remember you talking about it on the podcast.
Yeah,
I was like, I should buy it.
It was like $3 a week within the last year. Was at $250.
We thought about going bankrupt, and they probably still will. This is not helping them. This is not helping.
But
all the
I
short
could
sellers,
make money. Like, I would have made dude. If I bought $50 worth, that'd be insane right now. Like, insane. And so now, after fucking Bitcoin, after this, like, if I ever feel that way again, I'm just gonna buy it. I'm just gonna do it. I'd rather lose $50 and just be like, okay, whatever. I lost $50 and the company went bankrupt.
The thing is,
like, fuck, I could have been rich.
Yeah.
It's straight crazy.
Like, it's gonna tank. You know, it's gonna tank tomorrow. Was it 209 right now? You say?
The 209.
250. Oh, I thought it
209 right now.
50 today.
It's gonna tank, and then maybe you can rebuy if you want and see if you can ride that train.
No, I don't think it'll ever happen again after this. Like, it's lightning doesn't strike twice.
Yeah.
That's my motto.
You know,
I just gotta pick another stock.
What's going on for days?
It hit 245 is the high it hit today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's so weird. It's one of the craziest things you've seen. And again, last week, what was different last week than this week?
Yeah.
It's why stock. It's because stock. The whole thing with stock is it's all just like based off of what you think is going to happen. Like, this is valuable because we think something is happening. Like, there's no proof really. It's just like, this is estimations, and obviously a lot of times it's right. But I mean, like, with GameStop, there is no reason at all that we've seen that they've changed anything in the way that they're going to approach this coming year. I mean, the only thing that I can think of is like, oh wow, COVID hit last year and everybody was playing a lot of video games, It's like, oh wait, there's a store that sells video games. We should buy their stock. Who knew this? Like, what was happening?
The only thing I can think of, I look at it like somebody is fucking with the world right now. Like they're just buying so much.
I was gonna short it too. Like I was like $100. I'm shorting this, and now it's at over 200. Like, oh my god, I didn't do it luckily because I would have lost money on that too. Yeah. So, but somebody's making a lot, and also someone's losing a lot. So
yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Anyways, guys, let's get back to the beginning of the episode where we talk about what we've been up to. I have not been playing games. I've been moving. I turned on Yakuza probably once, and I got to play it for maybe 45 more minutes. So I'm still in chapter 5. So I can't really add much to the story. But great game. So I love the game. So getting back to it next after this week, I'll talk more about it next week. So, Mike, what have you been playing?
I've continued Cyberpunk. I actually finished.
You get the patch, right, man?
Yes, the patch came, and everyone except for I think PlayStation Pro owners like me are pissed off about it. Because for me, it actually greatly decreased the crashes. There was still one.
There's a game-breaking bug now, though, right?
Yeah, which at this point, like, that's a pretty early story mission, and also apparently, there's a workaround where you just press wait 23 minutes and it should be fixed. But whatever. No, it's the jet engine doesn't get the full throttle as much.
Oh, good. Performance-wise, better optimization then.
Yes, I did notice a few times though that if I look at some geometry and like I clip through a door and I can see the abyss beyond that, which didn't happen before this patch. There's a few holes where there's the abyss, but other than that, no, it's mostly been better. There's no actual content to it whatsoever. There is some content that could use some fixing. The minimap is a mess. The mini-map is too zoomed in, and it doesn't have like north, south, east, west indications, but it spins on you. I prefer it to spin, but I can't really tell where I'm going ever because there's no north set, and it's also way too zoomed in, so you're constantly crashing when you're driving because it can't. There's like a bunch of stuff like that they could have done, but they didn't fix any of that. It's really just it was all about crashes mostly, and I only had one.
Well, that's good.
When I was in the end game. And it happened at a specific point when you're doing something you're trying to do for the longest time. I did it, and it was to trigger a cutscene, and it happened like almost exactly like I was like, am I being like trolled? Is this like a Arkham Asylum thing here? Like, because it was right like when, it made too much sense like narratively, but no, it was just the cutscene didn't work right, so I had to reload. But obviously, there's many saves, and so I did beat the main story. Once again, these big open world RPGs never really know how to make the ending and like what's after like feel right to me. Like, it's always a problem. What they do here is they make you actually go back to the save that you had before the point of no return, before the end game, and which is, I guess, fine, but there's two things I don't like about this. Number one, I would like, the world to actually change based on what I did and see repercussions of that, but not even like the world, just people talking that way. But whatever. And number two, there was actually a bunch of loot and stuff in this pretty lengthy end game, and that's all gone. Like, I don't even know why it's there. Like, why are you giving me all this stuff to pick up? Like, some of it even unique, and I'll never really play with it again because I only had like that 2-hour section to like use it. I don't understand that at all, but whatever. I'm still playing it some more. I'm going back in the open world, cleaning up. There's still a lot of smaller there's some side